What is up, YouTube? What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. John with Breaking Vintage Cards here to tell you that this week has been a great week. We have had week 9, I believe it is, of the NFL. Kansas City Chiefs are still sitting on top with an 8-0 record, and that is unfortunate if you are not a Kansas City Chiefs fan, but if you are, you're loving it. I myself, I'm big on Detroit right now. Detroit is 7-1, and they look to be the team to beat, quite honestly. And I'm putting all my eggs are going into that basket right there with Detroit. So hopefully they pull it through this year. Anyways, that's the NFL in a roundup, and we are going to check out 2024 Leaf Vivid. That's right, Leaf Vivid. Who said the unlicensed stuff can't have a place in the sport? Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, many other chase cards inside the box. So let's get into it. Let's see what we can find, and let's check it out. All right, so here it is, Leaf Vivid Football 2024, where we have 2 base cards and 5 autograph cards in each box. And by the way, Leaf wants you to know that the insides of this box are highly collectible. So you may run out to your local hobby shop right after this video and be like, hey, I gotta have this because this is the stuff. So we are obviously looking for Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, any of the top quarterbacks in the draft. Draft obviously being over, but the season has just barely begun, so let's jump into it. Sorry for the glare there. 2024 Leaf Vivid. Now I have seen some of this opened up, and I will say that it looks like a really great product. Leaf has done a really good job of taking the feedback. The box is empty, Steve. Taking feedback and making sure that these cards are a little bit better packaged these days. So let's get into it. Do I have a cover card? I do. Let's get a cover card out. I'm going to put that over. The box is again empty, Steve. So 7 cards. 7 cards per box. Looks like we are in typical Leaf fashion. Nice and tightened up here. So we'll get that opened up real quick. Tell us what you think about Leaf and any other content or cards that are out there, I should say. I mean, quite honestly, where we're at these days, we're just going to have to spoil the fun on the top here. You're going to have to see the first card. With the newest release of Topps Composite and the unlicensed basketball cards that have just come out, I'm going to say that unlicensed cards, much like Panini's been doing for a long time, they're going to become more popular and tradable. And I have not shied away from the fact that I do believe that unlicensed cards hold just as much value as their counterparts in the hobby. So that being said, we've already seen the top card. So let's just switch this around. And it is going to be CJ Carr. CJ Carr is going to be our first cracked ice. CJ Carr is also going to be 2 of 4. So if you know anything about CJ Carr, there's your guy right there. Green cracked ice, 2 of 4 for the CJ Carr. Okay, so now let's see if we can get a little bit more light on here. Next base card coming up is going to be Roger Staubach on the Red Wave. It's like a red wave right there. That is 2 of 8. So we are 2 of 4 and 2 of 8 so far. There are our 2 base cards of the Leaf Vivid. So again, we got 5 more cards to go. All autos they should be. Let's get into it. And the first one is going to be, how about Will Sheppard? Will Sheppard right there. Will Sheppard is going to be numbered 6 out of 7. Congratulations. You have got an autograph. Will Sheppard. All right. Next up, we are going to have Penny Boone. Penny Boone right there. Penny Boone on the another cracked ice right there. In Technicolor, by the way. 2 of 9. Okay. 2 of 9. So we are down to probably 3 to 4 more cards here. So coming up next, we have Paul Krause. Paul Krause, for all you longtime Viking fans right there, you'll be a very happy camper if you pulled a Paul Krause. I myself, 6 of 9 on that Paul Krause, in Technicolor, by the way. You know, could do for some of today's stars. That would be pretty nice if we could pick up an Evan Stewart right there. There's Evan Stewart. Trying to get a little bit of that glare off of there so you can enjoy the cards as much as I am. 9 of 9 bookend right there. There is your Evan Stewart. All right. And now, I believe we're down to the last card. This one, it's going to be all downhill from here, I'm sure. How about Sterling Sharp bursts? Sterling Sharp right there is going to be 1 of 10, so that is another bookend right there. Sterling Sharp on the burst. So, Leaf Vivid. Let's talk about Leaf Vivid real quick here. We did not get any of the big bangers out of there. We did not get any of the top quarterbacks. And dare I say, with Leaf, I enjoy the fact that they have more of the current player signatures than the veterans in there. However, a Sterling Sharp right there, not too bad. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, hold on a second here. I'm not completely happy with this box. So I did a little email to Leaf, and this is what happened.
See what Leaf says. They say nothing. And there is all the filler. And here's what these are the replacements for Evan Stewart and Paul Krause. So we have Bucky Irving. It's going to be 8 out of 10, Bucky Irving. And we have a Riley Leonard. And it's going to be a 1 of 1 signed proof. All right. Okay.
So when you ask, and they say, Leaf says that they will grade, every card they guarantee will grade a 7 or better. A 7 or better. Those cards I don't think we're going to grade a 7 or better. In fact, I left one back that I didn't send to them. And, that was just, it was what it was. But those other 2 cards, I think I got a pretty equal value back in terms of a return on the investment, equal exchange. So leave a comment down below and tell us what you think, if you think that was an equal exchange. Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate you. The channel continues to blow up. We are approaching 700 subscribers. Let's continue to get it up all the way to 1,000. Once we get to 1,000, I think we're going to have big giveaways and just a big celebration as a whole. So buckle up, strap in, enjoy the ride, and thanks for being a part of Breaking Vintage Cards. Take care of everybody.